This is a composition by the Bengali poet Rabindranath Tagore. He lived in the late 19th and early 20th century. I just want to give you a brief translation, very loose translation of the song that I just performed. Here comes the tide to the dry shores, a fresh deluge of water. It is time to hope for the best and set sail. Where is the helmsman? Oh, where is he? Call out. Call him with all your might. Take up the oars, cut off the lines, lift up the anchors, and set on your voyage. Now, I need to mention that this was written by Tagore during the British colonialism when he was protesting the division of Bengal.
Right,
yes.
Sort of the East and West Bengal.
East and West Bengal, which when the British left, they partitioned East and West Bengal, and he was protesting that, and it was a movement.
It's certainly such a very spiritual song, and it's also a very visual song. I was telling somebody else this, that whenever I hear Tagore songs, they're so visual, you can almost imagine the music video right in front of you. You can see the whole, it's like a painting in song.
Yes, it's meant to be inspirational for the masses.
It certainly does.
Yes.
So what you just heard, everyone, is a prelude to an Indian music concert here at the Wellesley Community Center. Welcome back. Stephen Beach, Executive Director. With us today is Maitreyee Chakraborty and her associate Mona. And there are many, many others who will be part of the show on September 8th. That's a Saturday. Maitreyee, when is the curtain actually for the program? When does the show start?
We decided it was going to be at 6:30.
Excellent. And
Yes.
it's a 1 hour in length?
It's a 1 hour, 15 minutes in
Okay,
length.
that's
Yes.
good. Now, thanks to the Natick Cultural Council, funding has been provided to make this program series possible.
And also Wellesley Cultural Council.
Yes, indeed. And this show is hosted in part by World of Wellesley and, of course, the Wellesley Community Center. We're very excited. This is something new. This is something different. It certainly exposes a lot of us to new material that's fresh and exciting, and there's a lot of history here, and we're very much looking forward to this program.
Thank you.
Free parking, free admission. We will be making sure that the public is notified as we draw closer to the date. I can't believe it's not even September 1st and we're already taping our first public service announcement. The season hasn't even begun. So ladies, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay.
And I will pledge with mine, or leave a kiss within the cup, and I'll not ask for wine.
So Maitreyee and Mona, how did you two get connected? Mona, you're a patent attorney, so where's the connection with this classical material that you're performing?
Well, as you can tell, I'm born and brought up in the States, but I've always been connected to my music and my Bengali roots. My parents are Bengali and my mother was a very good singer. So I took piano here, but I ended up just playing with her, learning, just really on the job, so to speak. But then I did take some training, some classical music training, and I've also studied piano. And then I believe I'm actually a fan. I was first a fan of Maitreyee. I was actually a fan of hers. I saw her. And then sometime later, someone came. I teach music at Bengali school in the area. We have a lovely Bengali school, shout out to them. And so I was teaching music and someone said, we have an artist coming, can you please perform with her? And so I said, okay. I said, oh my goodness, I'm such a fan of her. So that's how we met.
Yes.
Son of a
That's
gun.
how we have official. The first time we met, you don't remember, I went up to you backstage and I said, I really enjoyed your concert, thank you.
And you were not playing with me that
No,
night,
I was just an
please.
audience fan.
Yeah.
So Maitreyee, how did you come in contact with the Natick Cultural Council and the Wellesley Cultural Council? we have them to thank for this road show, if you want to call it that, being possible. How did that come about?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to thank them. Well, I moved from Los Angeles 2 years ago to Wellesley, and then I was invited by various Bengali organizations to perform, and one of my friends told me you should apply for some grants. And I got to it. I started applying for grants, and I thought first year I'll just apply and maybe next year I'll get it. But then I got a bunch of grants. And the grants were for performing ethnic music.
Sure.
The music that I perform and I have been cultivating all through my years, the music of Bengal.
Sure.
With an influence of Baul music. Bauls are the singing minstrels of Bengal, and they date back to 13th century. They have an oral tradition. And what is interesting about Bauls is that they it's a sect. It's a spiritual sect, not necessarily religious. And there are people in Baul sect from Hindus, Islam, Sufi, and then Buddhists. So they essentially talk about the humanity, the spirit, the humanity, not necessarily ritualistic religion. So I think there is an universalism in it. Won't you agree,
Yes,
Mona?
they really boil it to the essence
Yes.
of humanity.
Yes, and then Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore, whose composition I just sang, he lived during the late 19th, early 20th century, and he fell in love with the Bauls. And he took a lot of their concepts, their melodies, they have a specific type of melodies, very rustic, and composed his own songs, which I will be performing in Wellesley.
I knew this was a good idea. And again, we want to thank the World of Wellesley organization because they are constantly promoting outreach, and this is a perfect complement. So it is a real privilege to have you here and to come to the Wellesley Community Center. So again, that is Saturday, 6:30 curtain, September 8th in Henderson Hall. Admission is free. All are welcome. This is going to be very exciting, and I hope this will lead to other opportunities. Ladies, thanks so much for coming on.
I wanted to thank you, Steve, for inviting me to do this. And without you, it wouldn't have been possible. And also the Natick Cultural Council, World of Wellesley, and Wellesley Cultural Council, all the organizations that came through, I'm very grateful to them. And Mona, you wanted to add something?
I did. I wanted to really add just that this is really a program for everybody. What's really wonderful about this program is that it is really accessible to anyone who knows English, because which is why I particularly love it, being someone from here. I think it's wonderful that it will be accessible to everyone. The music will touch you no matter what, but the words and the translations and the program, the total package program, I think will really move everybody who attends. So we look forward to a receptive audience.
Thank you. We will have translations on a PowerPoint, so people will be able to look at the translations while I'm singing.
Okay.
So that's a thing that you don't need to worry about the language. It will cross the language barrier, I believe. And we will have some exciting percussions too, some Indian percussions, tabla and khol. So you would want to come take a look at that.
That's really great. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
The symbols of eternity play on and on incessantly. Now to the right, now to the left, with both hands that are so very deft.
সদাই বাজে সুপ্তি ছুটে